and they're apparently so convinced that Penn State they can do better than him. They're going to pay him $50+ million not to coach there anymore. And I don't know if you see a sure thing that's definitively better than James Franklin out there. I don't. But my other instinct here is there's a new reality in college football. For a long time, your top 10 or so programs sort of got used to the idea that 9 wins, maybe 8 wins if your quarterback gets hurt, is the floor. That is not the truth anymore. That is not the truth for the best of the best programs out there. But you're still applying old school logic to the new landscape of college football. And I think, like Florida learned getting rid of Dan Mullen, like Florida learned getting rid of Gus Malzahn, there is a reality here that's rapidly changed, and I think the thinking has not evolved with the changing landscape on firing coaches.
Okay, and so that then brings us to the usual suspects. I had Heather and Paul on talking about this. I'll ask it to you. We see some of the names that are sort of out there in the Twitter sphere and whatnot. What do you expect this coaching search to look like?
Pat Kraft is tied at the hip in many ways with Matt Rule at Nebraska. They vacationed together. Matt Rule played. One of the biggest knocks on Franklin when he got to Penn State is that is a very Letterman-driven type program. And there was a divide for a little while between Franklin and some of the Joe Paterno people, Franklin and some of the old school players. I think that eased over time, but I don't think you'd have an issue there with Matt Rule. The question is Matt definitively an upgrade? I don't know that he is. I think Matt Campbell at Iowa State, and you're just asking me personally, is a slam dunk ball coach. If you're just looking for a football coach who has done more with infinitely less, Iowa State is a very bad coach. That guy was in the Big 12 title game about 5 minutes ago. They have done incredible things there, and I think there are probably about 3 or 4 jobs he'll leave there for.
Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game.
Just getting started with how insane this coaching carousel cycle is going to be. So this is the first major one to come open. It's certainly not the last one to come open.
All right, and so a final thought on that. I don't know if sleeping giant is the right word, but you said Penn State is this close. Do you should be up here? The fans, the history, all of that suggests that Penn State chips every year. Is that still the reality in Happy Valley?
It's the reality of any investment. So it's the reality of Penn State. Penn State fan, I look down the road to Columbus, Ohio. The way they
bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bears offense will get the first crack at it here. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this...
To go 2.0 on us. That is not the case there, though.
Josh Payton, outstanding as always. We appreciate the time. Rex, what are you making these noises for over there? What?
Oh, excuse me, I got to take a call. You know what? Guys are missing. I think this guy at Indiana's the dude.
Kurt Signetti?
No question. Who's done a better job than him?
That name came up earlier this morning, Josh. Super quickly. Do you think we'll hear that name?
Hey, listen, he makes as much at Indiana right now as Franklin was making at Penn State. And frankly, everyone just thinks he's slam dunk that he'll leave Indiana. Let's check and see how desirable the Penn State job is to Kurt Signetti. I'm just out of what I've heard. Let's check on that before we assume he'd jump on the first thing smoking there.
Josh Payton, you're awesome. Thank you very much for jumping in here.
I need that kind of cash. I should go to college.
You should have gone to college the first time. Tua throwing picks and then throwing shade at his own teammates. What the actual heck is going on in Miami? If you haven't heard this, you're not going to believe it. It's coming up. Plus, we pick not 1 but 2 games tonight.
Against this defense it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come.
Moderate to severe eczema is uncontrolled despite treatment. Get itchy fast. Which the triggers key symptoms of eczema. Do not take if allergic to Nemluvio. Serious reactions may occur, some severe. Tell your doctor about any medicines you take. If you experience hives or plan to receive a live vaccine. The most common side effects are headache, joint pain, pains, and muscle aches.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy.
Reese's.
absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Price means you don't have to overpay. No fear, just Fox. Say, show me at Carfax.com.
You're feeding my granddog Blue, right?
3 to 1.
But Blue's got T-bone chicken, chicken meal, brown rice, oatmeal, barley.
Purina One has chicken, rice flour, corn gluten meal, whole grain corn, chicken byproduct meal.
Let's switch to Blue.
Subscribe to everything, even dinner, with the new Blue Wave. You don't. Make delicious meals in as little as 15 minutes. No subscription needed. 2 orders with code NEWBLUE20.
My old bank kept draining my savings with